All right, what is up, guys? We are going to try this again. I am excited, but already experiencing some technical difficulties. You guys, we're going to be doing a new project, and hopefully it's going to be fun for myself as well as you guys that want to come along for the ride. Unfortunately, I literally just did this live cast about 30 minutes ago. Did about a 25-minute live feed and then realized that I hadn't set it up correctly. So that's part of getting these new toys. That's the whole reason I'm doing this live stuff right now, is to learn about these new things and get to be a little bit more comfortable with live, filming live and being in front of live cameras. So you guys, I think that we are streaming right now. Hopefully we are streaming. We are. And you guys, so here's the new thing that I'm excited about. First of all, we're always getting new gadgets, always looking up new cameras and things. And so I just got the new Mevo camera, very cool little device. Look at this, has face recognition. So it slides with me on the tight angles, then comes out and looks like there's multiple cameras. Looks like there's actually cameramen here, and there's not. Watch this, look at this thing, follow me along, okay? Nice little beautiful slider shot staying with me. Very cool little camera that I can control from the iPad, or if I have someone with me on the boat or something like that, they can be controlling what's going on. So one of the little fun, fancy little things we got. But the project that I'm now going to be taking on is trying to do a live cast every single day. The reason is I do a lot of live things. With Lucky Tackle Box, we have really gone after the live platform from the get-go. The biggest thing 2 years ago, Periscope. We decided Periscope, that live was going to be a big platform moving forward with social media. And Periscope was one of the biggest new players in the game. So we really did a lot of cool things. And we picked the wrong horse. Periscope went to Davy Jones's locker. It tanked. However, in the meantime, we killed it on Periscope. And for any of you guys that were following us, you would have seen some cool things we did. We had drone shots. We actually got a live camera on a drone, and we actually had live fish catching. So we not only did we have a live feed from a drone, but we had guys actually catching fish, made for some epic footage. We also had different stuff with Rob, cameraman Rob, and Nick, the informative fisherman, where we smoked the bass. I think we caught between 20 and 30 fish in like 20 minutes. And they were all big bass, 3 to 5 pound bass. One of the best flurries of fish I've ever gotten into, and we captured that all live. And unfortunately, that was not a platform that had much of a future. But for you guys that were following us on Periscope from the beginning, you remember, I remember, and that's all that matters. We had some killer times back then, which was a great practice dry run for things to come. So now with Lucky Tackle Box, we do a lot of live stuff. You see us on Facebook Live. We also do LTB Live every single month on the 20th, and we're always trying to step that up, and that's kind of what this is part of. We just got this new camera as one more tool we're going to use to really keep bringing a higher production value on that live show. Then the other thing I do is I work for FLW. For you guys that don't know that, I work for FLW. I'm one of the hosts for their live show, FLW Live, and that's where we commentate on the tournaments for the tour. So I go out to Kentucky every month, a Saturday and a Sunday during the event, and I get all these live feeds, and I get to commentate on Brian Thrift, Scott Martin, David Dudley, and critique and really talk about what they're doing. And it's, you know, aside from Lucky Tackle Box, this is one of the best jobs I've ever had as well. So I get to go make how-to videos with Lucky Tackle Box, and then I get to go out and watch fishing and get to commentate on fishing, and that's a job for me. So, but so with all this live stuff going on, I really want to start getting more involved and really dive into it a whole lot more. And so my time is limited with trying to produce videos. Because of all the videos I've got to make for Lucky Tackle Box, I don't really have time to then put together edits and stuff on my own channel and communicate with my audience in any other way. So the live thing is kind of the only option I have. So the idea of this is going to be to go live every single day. And I'm going to basically be breaking down what I've got going on in the week, anything that you guys might find interesting, and just kind of bring you into behind the scenes of getting to work with Lucky Tackle Box, getting to be on the road with FLW, and all the fun stuff that goes around with fishing, and just all the extra stuff that you don't even think about and everything. And so I hope it's going to be fun for you guys. It's going to be a good practice for me going live, not only in front of the camera, but also being able to set these cameras up. I want to do a lot more live stuff when we're out on the water, catching fish, situation, in the heat of the moment, you've got to feel comfortable with all the live equipment, getting the right shots and stuff, because it's a whole nother beast. When I'm filming the how-to videos for Lucky Tackle Box, I get to do all kinds of takes. I get to practice different ways of saying things, do a funny intro, do a cheesy intro, do a serious intro, and then when I get back to the studio, I can now go through all those and figure out which one I like and which one I want to use for the video. But with live, it's a one-time take, except for if you made the mistake I did this morning and got to do the whole cast the entire time and it didn't even work out. So this is the second take at doing this podcast. I wish I would have remembered the stuff I said earlier, because basically I thought that was the only time I was ever gonna have to say it. Anyway, guys, I need a favor from you. You guys watching right now, if you guys could do me a favor and comment in the comment section below and tell me what you're doing right now. When you're watching this live thing, are you just getting up? Are you laying in bed trying to start your morning and watching a little live feed? Or are you at work? Are you at school? What are you doing? Please let me know so I can try to start figuring out what people are doing. I don't have a time slot for when I'm going to do this every morning, so I would like to figure out what you guys are doing and how I can make sure that you guys get to share in on this as well, because I want to find a spot that the most of you guys can tune in. I want this to be something that a lot of people tune in live, not just watch later. I think that there's a huge advantage or something that's fun to watching live interactions and stuff. So anyway, please do me a favor, comment below and let me know what you're doing. And guys, tell me also what you would like to see on live. What things do you enjoy watching on a live cast, and what would you like to see behind the scenes of at Lucky Tackle Box? And I'll make sure to, if I can within reason, put those into the cast as well. So along with doing a live cast every single morning, we're also going to throw in a random one throughout the day when the conditions are right. So in the morning, we'll talk about what we're doing. We'll be kind of in a stagnant position, whether we're on the lake shore getting ready to launch the boat, or whether we're here at the LTB office doing some editing. Whatever that is, we'll do that. You guys will be able to count on getting that every single day. But then if we're out on the water and we start really getting into them, we're gonna go live. And so when you guys see the random live during the day, that's gonna be something that I think you guys are gonna enjoy, and I want you guys to be right there live sharing it with me. That's kind of the ultimate goal of doing all this live stuff, is taking those moments and instead of capturing them, coming back, setting them to music and picking out the best parts of it, I want you guys to share on the nitty gritty when things are going, when we're in a spot that I think you guys might like, whether it's we're stuck, in a back little canal or something like that, we can't get out, and I might think you guys want to see if we ever get out of this thing, or whether we're just smoking the bass, or whether we've got a great limit, all kinds of fun things. If I think you guys want to enjoy, I'm going to go live and share that with you guys. And then so that's going to be more random occurrences. So really looking forward to that. I'm going to step over here because I'm going to test out kind of what this camera can actually record. So I'm going to adjust the camera now, and you guys will get a look at the boat here. And if you guys have never seen it, this is the LTB office right here. This is up in Monterey where I actually live. This is where I park the boat, or I can bring the motorhome in here. Newsflash, guys, the motorhome is back and running. Transmission's working, generator's working. I've put a lot of money and time into getting that thing running again, and she's purring like a kitten, and we're gonna be seeing a lot more of the motorhome living. So anyway, here's the garage. I got a decent amount of tools and stuff to work on the boat and get that stuff back going. We got a couple shelves of tackle and everything like that. So when I get out back from the road, I can put all this tackle away. And then the last thing is all my camera equipment. When I get out of the road, there's basically three things that I've got to take into consideration when I go on the road. First is the vehicles, whether it's the boat, whether it's the tow vehicle, the Expedition, or the motorhome. I've got to make sure I bring the jacks to change any kind of tires that pop, the tools, anything that goes wrong, I'm gonna be able to fix up and stuff. So I got to bring all the stuff to make sure the cars are running and the boats are running, and I can manage anything that goes wrong. Then the next thing is the fishing equipment. I got to make sure I have all the rods, all the Seaguar line, and the lures. There's been times I forgot the lures that I'm supposed to go film that month, and I get to the lake and I can't get anything done because I didn't bring the right fishing lures. So then that's the fishing section, and then there is the camera section. And then there's always, I've got to bring all the right cameras, lenses, batteries. So when I get off the lake, when I come home, the first thing I do is take all the SD cards, take them upstairs to the editing desk up there, start uploading those or downloading those, all that footage. But then I take all the batteries from all the cameras and I plug them all in. I have a whole little charging station where I can plug them all in and make sure everything is charged so that next time we hit back on the road, I'm ready to go. So that is kind of what you got in here. At another time, I'll take you upstairs because up those stairs right there is the editing office. And so there's a couch, a little tiki bar, and the computers and stuff to do the editing. So this was a cooler project that Lucky Tackle Box helped out with. And now we have our own, basically, filming studio here. This is where we're going to be doing LTB Live in the future and some other cool stuff like LTB Buzz. You guys are the first ones to hear that. That's going to be a new show we're going to be coming out with, and we are trying to film the pilot for right now. So I will let you guys know where you can see that pilot and give us some feedback on that. So what do we got going on today? Today, I've got to just basically regroup. I'm gonna make sure all my batteries and equipment is ready to go. The goal is to film first thing tomorrow morning. So I'd like to be at the lakeside no later than 5:30 tomorrow morning, ready to get out on the water and do some filming. And so today I've just got to probably put some new line on some rods and reels, make sure, and I write the scripts. For you guys that don't know that or wonder what goes on with these videos, is I do have a loose script for every product that I film, or that's the idea. The best videos, sometimes I don't have time to do that, and I don't like how they turn out. I know that when I put together a little bit of a script, an outline of basically the idea of how I want to show it. So like a lipless crankbait, for example, if I go and just make a lipless crankbait video every single time, it'll end up turning out very similar. So I try to focus on different things every time. So I make sure I write that down. Where do I want this? Is this lipless one going to be more about how to yo-yo it or how to fish the shade lines in the heat of summer? And that's kind of my main